last word on sports. 4th down on 4.
Welcome into 4th down on 4. I'm Scott Cody. After Reggie Bush's performance Sunday, Tom Benson could have easily justified jacking up the prices on season tickets next year, but he didn't. In fact, he announced today they will be the same as they were this year. A nice gesture to the Saints fans, but not nearly as nice as the show the team put on Sunday afternoon. $283 yards worth of punts. That was all the first 8 minutes of Sunday's game provided, during which time the only first down came on this 18-yard catch by Joe Horn, his only one of the game. A re-injured groin would hamstring the Saints offense early on.
The early on drives on offense, we kind of sputtered. I thought, give credit to San Francisco. They had us reeling, and we struggled to really manufacture anything on offense early in the game.
San Francisco would put together the game's first scoring drive, but it would only net 3 points and would be the only time the Niners were inside the Saints' 20-yard line.
Yeah, it was a big day. I mean, it starts up front. I mean, fortunately for us on the D-line, we got a bunch of grown men who just played really, really well today. And that helps the guys in the back end, it helps us as linebackers, and it helps those guys get those interceptions. So it was just a big day. Great team win for all of us.
The Saints' first third down conversion came in the second quarter. A swing pass to Reggie Bush showed off the Heisman Trophy winners' quickness and power.
We just put it in this week, and just a kind of a swing pass / screen, and one guy was in front of me, made a miss, and I just didn't give up after that. I kept fighting, did everything I could to get to the end zone. I seen Jamal at the corner of my eye come and kind of give me a push at the end of there and almost knocked me in there, but the ending result was we got the touchdown, so that was the most important thing.
Bush's score would be the first of 4 on the day for him. His second score would again come after a huge third down conversion.
We take a lot of pride, and obviously in third down conversions, and that's what keeps drives alive. That's what keeps our offense on the field and gives our defense a rest. And I think the more you can stay on the field, the more you're going to wear down your opponent, and then you're able to go down and get points.
The Niners recovered an onside kick after making it a 14-10 ball game in the third quarter, but then Alex Smith quickly gave the Saints back the momentum and the ball. McKenzie would return the pick down to the 6-yard line, resulting in a field goal. It was his first interception in 26 games.
Our coaches pretty much let us know don't press it. It definitely will come. We've been playing a lot of man-to-man defense this year. So at the same time, we're not playing cautious, but at the same time, we understand that if we don't give up big plays in the secondary, that our team is definitely tough to beat. So we've been playing a real smart game and just waiting for the plays to come in our direction.
The score was 31-10 when the Saints got the ball with 10:09 left in the game. Deuce McAllister would get the call 9 times during the drive, pushing his rushing total to a season-high 136 yards. It would lead to another John Carney field goal, making it 34-10.
I'll take a W any way you get it. And if we got to grind it out in the fourth quarter as far as just to run the clock out and get some first downs, then obviously the offensive line and my fullback and the tight ends enjoy it, and then I definitely enjoy it.
We take a closer look into the numbers compared to the 5 straight 300-plus yard games Brees had coming into Sunday. Well, today seemed pretty pedestrian for the league's leading passer, only 186 yards through the air. Alex Smith completing just 14 of his 28 attempts for 171 yards. The 3 interceptions, not good for the quarterback rating either. On the ground, the Saints put up some impressive numbers. Deuce with a season-high 136 yards. Bush with 3 scores. He would mainly do his damage after the ball was thrown to him. 131 yards receiving for the rookie today. Antonio Bryant led the way for the Niners with 4 catches, 79 yards. Defensively, the Saints were dominant. 4 sacks and 3 turnovers. Of the 3 interceptions they logged, Mike McKenzie claimed 2 of them. Juan Kincaid caught up with the Saints cornerback after the game.
All right, here with Mike McKenzie. And Mike, so much talk over the last 3, 4, 5 weeks has been about this team getting some takeaways. You finally get them today.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, some teams find a way to, create them, very easily. For us, they hadn't come as easily, although we've been playing sound ball on defense. But today, the ball found its way in our direction, and I'm just happy that we was able to capitalize on that and get the win today.
Found its way in your direction a couple of times. The first interception was nice. The second one, take us through it.
The second one, I mean, they ran a go play on me, or just a deep pass, and I have been telling the guys on the sideline I have been getting a lot of them. So, you know, I was just kind of trailing a little bit on the play because I hadn't got that much action on the day. So once he put it out there, I mean, I just got the cheese and figuring that, hey, I just got to find a way to, you know, make a play.
You had a convoy in front of you, so we got to ask you, how do you not get in the end zone? You let Alex Smith get a hold of your boot, grab your shoelace?
I tell you, I thought they had him cleaned on out, but he found a way to, you know, swing his hand on out there, and it was a good play by him because we only end up getting 3 points on that play. So
this defense has been ridiculed many times this year, but for the last 2 weeks now in Atlanta and, of course, here today, the defense has really stepped up and started to play with a bit of a swagger. It seems like they're getting a little momentum as we get towards the end of the season here.
I mean, at the same time, it's a new group, and we're definitely, our coaches are, you know, trying to find ways to, you know, just keep us battling each week. So, I mean, we're taking a lot of different looks, and we're trying to find creative ways to, you know, come up with some turnovers. So, I mean, the key for us, as long as our front seven just continue to swarm to the ball and create havoc in the backfield, I think we'll be all right.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Juan. Joining us now to talk more about the Saints is the Saints sideline reporter and WWL radio show host Kenny Wilkerson. And we saw Mike McKenzie there. 2 interceptions, 3 on the day for the Saints. Coming in, they were last in the NFC. How important is it for this defense, not just the offense to not turn the ball over, but for this defense to start creating turnovers as they get down the stretch?
Oh, well, it's huge, and it was the key to the game today. I mean, I think they knew going in, or it felt like going into the game, they were a better football team than San Francisco, but they had to protect the ball. And if there's one thing that you could say about their inconsistencies this year is that they've turned the ball over. And, you know, they were behind and way behind in the giveaway-takeaway ratio. But, you know, they took it back 3 times today. And as long as they were going to protect the football, they stood an excellent chance to win this game, and they did.
And it really helped them out, too, because they came out a little flat, especially after that onside kick, and it really jump-started everything else for them.
Well, you know, yeah, I mean, San Francisco's a good team. I mean, and they showed that today, and they scouted the Saints well, and they had some things prepared for the Saints that caught them a little off guard. But with that said, the Saints also countered them and also did their homework. They didn't fall for the flea flicker. They didn't fall for a bunch of different things that San Francisco tried to run at them. They were prepared and ready to go at it. They caught them on the end around. There was a lot of different plays that they obviously had run before, the Saints saw on film and were aware of.
But again, though, we see the susceptibility of this defensive backfield to get caught with that deep ball, and how can they correct that? And if they can't correct that, they're going to be in maybe for a long game next week.
Well, you know, teams are always going to keep going. Once you're at this point and past this point of the season, your secrets are no longer. Okay, everybody knows what you can and cannot do. Last week they did a nice job with McKenzie on one side and Jason Kraft, who turned and released at the right time, then also turned and fought for the football. So a lot of those collisions that he had with the Atlanta receivers were not interference calls. Fred Thomas, the same thing today. That early on looked like it was going to be interference, and once they saw it on the replay, you know, he turned and looked for the football. Once you do that, you know, the contact doesn't matter. So, I mean, what can they do about it? There's nothing they can do about it. They just have to play sound. They got hit on a couple times with some double moves that they bid on, and you know, you just have to, you got to keep plugging away and hope that you have more days at least with your corners like last week, as opposed to maybe in previous weeks, because I really don't think they played all that bad today. You're always going to give up some plays in any game.
But going into next week, though, Terry Glenn and of course T.O. and stuff, I don't know if they can do what they did today against Antonio Bryant and those kind of guys. Can
no, again, now a different opponent, different talent. So, you know, if you're going to counter, I mean, good coverage always is countered with a good pass rush, or bad coverage, or coverage that, you know, you don't have enough bodies to get back there and stay with these guys. You can roll some safeties over into some double coverage and shoot some linebackers in there. I think that next week's game, if there was ever a game all season long that this coaching staff, not just Sean Payton, but the staff, want to win and are going to be well prepared for, it'll be Dallas.
Probably the biggest one on their schedule up to this point. We'll talk much more with the Saints with Kenny Wilkerson when we come back. Stay with us. Reggie Bush kept asking Saints fans for a little patience with the promise that his big day was not that far off. Well, it's obvious that Reggie knows Reggie best, because today, Saint Reggie blessed the Superdome with his best NFL performance to date. Juan Kincaid has the story.
Here's Bush on first and goal. Looks to go over the top.
I'm sure the fans were all waiting for just that you know, that breakout game where he just takes the game over.
And everybody else has been waiting for me to have his breakout game, but, you know, I've also been waiting for it, too.
Reggie Bush cuts to the outside, turns the corner, and he is in for the touchdown.
The wait is over. St. Reggie put on a performance that was heaven sent. Go, go, Reggie, go. Running free all day long for all to marvel. Reggie Bush's day in the Dome was eye-popping.
Haven't had the, you know, the flashy runs or the breakthrough game like everybody, I guess, has been expecting, but at the same time, you know, I'm adjusting to the NFL. I'm learning, and, you know, so I think it's just about being patient.
Bush's patience paid off today. Every time he touched the ball, San Fran defenders cringed. It reminded everyone of his high-flying days at Southern Cal.
Coming out of college, coming in the NFL, he's used to just running circles around people.
But in today's game, Reggie ran circles around the 49ers. At one point, the only thing that could stop Bush from scoring a touchdown was Bush.
Hopefully it won't be on any sports bloopers, but, you know, it's just, what happened was I felt like a guy was right behind me, and I kept looking back, and everybody told me afterwards that nobody was even close to me.
Since being drafted second overall by the Saints, this is the kind of day Saints fans expected from Reggie Bush, a 4-touchdown performance, tying him for the most touchdowns in a single game with Joe Horn.
What was impressive was his yards after contact, and that's something I know that, you know, his coach George Henshaw has worked with him a lot on, and you know, he finished some runs today. That was encouraging.
168 offensive yards, 4 touchdowns, numbers that left even his backfield mates singing his praises and asking for more.
We've been saying all along that Reggie's going to have a big day. You know, he's coming along. You know, I think the media, obviously, and the fans, you know, wanted him to have that 4-touchdown game in the first game. You know, it just didn't happen. He had to stay patient, and obviously today he had a great game. The next challenge will be for him to go out there and do it next week as well. You know, whether it's 4 touchdowns or just helping this offense to be competitive. You know, that's the challenge week in and week out. And, you know, I think he'll be up to the task.
You know, nobody has higher expectations for me than myself. So I wouldn't say they've been too high, because I always expect the greatest things out of myself in every game. But like I said, it's about patience, you know, over the course of the season, just waiting for my time.
The Reggie meter was off the chart, just like his game-changing performance.
Our whole season is dedicated to the city of New Orleans, to the people, you know, everybody who lived in New Orleans or is from New Orleans, you know, that went through Hurricane Katrina last year. And so for us, you know, we just dedicate this whole season to them, and, you know, it's really at the end of the day about them, and because we know obviously if we win, you know, it's going to give them something to be proud of.
Proud of Reggie, proud of the Saints. The Saints are coming. Hang on for the ride. From the Superdome, I'm Juan Kincaid, 4th down on 4.
We're joined once again by WWL radio host and the Saints sideline reporter Kenny Wilkerson. And Kenny, the Saints showed today they don't have to throw the ball 40 times to win a football game as you start getting close to the playoffs. I know they don't want to start talking about the playoffs, but you want to show that you can do some things, and they showed that they can take control in the 4th quarter when they need to, and they can let Reggie Bush do some things around the goal line.
Well, you know, I think it was always just a matter of time before teams would take some bodies away from how they were keying on Reggie. Now, they're still going to always key on him. They're always still going to maybe spy him a little bit and things of that nature, which they did today. But he's learning, you know, each and every week what to do, when to put his foot down and go, when to cut back, those sort of things. And he even told me this week, the game finally has slowed down for him. He now is seeing it. And when you hear that from any player, whether it be a quarterback, an offensive lineman, anybody, once they start telling you the game slowed down enough for me to see it, then you know you've got something. And he said that this week. So I would think that what we saw out of Reggie, I don't know if we're going to see 4 touchdowns out of him every week, but you will continue to see him turn it on like he did today. And he was a different player in that locker room after. I know you were in there and you saw him. Just even kind of walking around with a big bounce in his step. It was nice to see.
He's starting to make guys miss, you know, before rather than just outrun them.
Right.
You talked about it slowing down. I think he's at that point now where he's making guys miss. He's making guys look silly, things that we were expecting maybe that first week.
Yeah, that's the one thing we kind of hoped that we expected to see it early in the season. But I think the game was too fast for him. I think things were happening too fast for him out there. It's not like, you know, at USC where he's going against the Pac-10 teams or wherever that have 2 or 3 different NFL players that can converge on him with a tremendous amount of speed. You got 11 coming at you in the NFL, and I think some of it surprised him a little bit. He might not want to admit that, but I think the speed surprised him a little bit, especially since he said it. When, you know, when they say things like that and they say it slowed down for me, that's a very telling sign as far as I'm concerned.
He'll also admit that he was motivated a little bit more today after USC's loss to UCLA. He said he was going to take it out on the 49ers. Much more with Kenny when we come back.
Hey, Scott, here with Charles Grant. We talk about, first of all, this front four. Will Smith is out today. I know you took it upon yourself to say, I got to step up a little bit, and this is one of your better games of the year.
Oh, man, you know, I just try to go out and play every week. Will's one of them guys that, you know, kind of, you know, makes it easy for you. He going to do his thing on the other side. Willie and Coop stepped up on the other side today. You know, them 2 guys inside defensive tackle, they always do their thing. So they were just pushing the ball to me. So you got to tilt your head off to them guys inside, man.
Frank Gore's been an animal this year running the ball, one of the leaders in the NFC. But you guys get to him today and shut him down a little bit.
That's all. Our defensive coordinator, our defensive line coach, that's all they stress, and that's all they work this week in practice, stopping the run. You know, when we play teams, if we can stop making one-dimensional, we know up front we'll be able to get to their quarterback. So that's what we did. We made it one-dimensional. We were able to get to their quarterback.
This looks like this team is starting to gain a little momentum on the defensive side of the ball. How much more important do you think that is than this offense continue to do what it's done as we get down the stretch and get into the playoffs?
It's very important. Our defense, you know, more turnovers, and, you know, if the defense got confidence going into big games, and that's just going to help your football team.
Thanks, Charles.
Yeah. Welcome back. Joined once again with Kenny Wilkerson. And Sean Payton and this new coaching staff seem to find these diamonds in the rough. They talked about making guys one-dimensional. They didn't have Will Smith today. They used Josh Cooper. Then on the practice squad, Terrence Copper, Scott Shanley. What is it about this coaching staff that's able to find guys that slip through the cracks?
Well, diamonds in the rough against teams like San Francisco. I'm not quite sure if these players would be able to do these type of things against the elite teams in the league, but there's no sense in even talking about that because they're not there yet. Now, why and how they find them, it's a credit to the personnel department. It's a credit to also the coaches kind of knowing some people of their own. You know, all coaches have their favorites from around the league, and, you know, there's a good mix of them. But I definitely would look as much towards the personnel department and Rick Mueller and his guys as anything else. And probably the key to it all is it's the system. They do not complicate things. They don't overcomplicate things. They make things simple. They play fundamentally sound, and they bring these players in and just basically demand them to just do their job. They're not asking them, you know, to go out there and be Pro Bowlers. They're not asking them to be miracle men and go out there and make plays that elite and special players make. They're just asking them to play fundamentally sound, and once you mix that into a system with some pretty good football players, if they stay focused and they stay disciplined, you've got a chance.
And that's why they're 8-4. Kenny Wilkerson, we appreciate you joining us. You can catch Kenny weekdays from 5 to 8 on 8